Brakti Hawa, Brakti Hawa Shai, Bahashama Das. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. I was a high spirit when lawyer, and today I want to go into a topic entitled "You Had to Go Through It." All right, you had to go through it. All right, and the reason why I'm going into this is because certain things you reflect on, all right, in your life, coming into this truth, all right, and you realize the value of peace. All right, shalom, shalom. You realize the value of peace, and sometimes you don't realize the value of peace until you experience warfare, until you experience drama, until you experience trauma, all right, until you experience pain, until you experience sadness, all right. I heard someone make this quote that I'm roughly paraphrasing. Men trade their innocence for experience. All right, men trade their innocence for experience. And they said something along the lines of, by the time a man is 30, he's basically like mentally dead, like on some soldier shit. Very roughly paraphrasing. All right, but long story short, let me hold the phone like this. All right, but long story short, men trade their innocence for experience. So on a broader scale, you know, going back to the garden, all right, Adam and Eve was basically innocent, like, you know, like they were naked, metaphorically speaking, but we traded in our innocence, all right, for the knowledge of good and evil. But in order to get the knowledge of good and evil, we had to experience it on all levels and all captivities, all right, and all levels of wickedness, and experiencing all the consequences of wickedness. We had to experience it on all levels. So we traded in our innocence for experience. But now we appreciate the very thing that we had in the first place back in the garden, and that would be peace. But we don't appreciate it now, but we will appreciate it in the kingdom because we haven't experienced it yet. You see? So sometimes you have to go through it, all right, to really appreciate what you had in the first place, which was peace, which was peace, man. So, you know, brothers have to, sometimes brothers go through, all right, the reality of dealing with a woman, the reality of dealing with Eve, all right, the reality of dealing with, you know, anger and pain and heartache and the things that you've gone through with a woman, all right, to make you want to really appreciate being single sometimes. So he put you through that situation, now it's over with, and you're reflecting on it, and it makes you very mindful. And you might, that's not to say you're going to be a eunuch into the kingdom or whatever may have you, but it at least make you more mindful, all right? When you are a child, the nature of a child is that he's inexperienced or she's inexperienced. And what happens is inexperience comes with curiosity. So there's a curiosity about someone that's a child within a certain space. In a certain area in your life, you could be a child. Part of that is inexperience, and the inexperience comes with curiosity. All right, plus you have your needs as a human, right? So what happens is the Most High put you through certain things to make you understand why he kept certain things from you, man. And this is why the truth. You know, you might be upset, like, man, I don't have a woman or this or that. But he puts you through the dark side of dealing with a woman or the negative side of dealing with a woman in Babylon. And it makes you appreciate that peace that you once had. How many times have you been with, or how many times have you been around a Jake that's married, that has a family, and he'll tell you, like, man, if I could have what you had, you know? Because a man really wants peace. You know, but brothers that are without, sometimes because they have these needs, you might forget that you have something called peace. And what I've learned in Babylon, man, in America at least, you know, it's a give and take, man. You know, he might give you the thing that you want, but that might come with the price. And that price might be a peace of mind. One thing that's not promoted in America is a man's peace. You see, but it takes you to go through some of the hardships and reality checks with the woman to really appreciate peace. All right. Same thing with certain vices. All right, certain vices you might have, man. All right. Certain things you struggle with. It might take you to deal with the consequences of dealing with those vices on an excessive level or on a level period. All right, to make you appreciate just abstaining from certain things, man. All right, your pages. It tells you in the book of Psalms, we spend our days as a tale that is told. But I think it was the elder apostle Ramlov that said, you know, your pages, meaning your life, your legend is gonna be the legacy that's gonna be written about you. You know that you've been a legend, and those blank pages had to be filled with stories. And you know, no story is interesting if it did not have a low point, if it did not come with shortcomings, man. But that experience is what actually develops your spirit, it develops your soul, it develops your being as to who you are. You know? But another thing that I've learned too in my journey, in this journey, is to always seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. It tells you in James, you know, if a brother could get it, that would be great. Like, you seek but you find not, you war and you don't obtain, you know, you fight and you don't obtain. Something to that effect, because you do it within lust. You know, you don't do it for the sake of balance, you do it for lust. So there's a scripture in Sirach 4, around 26th verse, that says, force not the course of the river. You know, you force not the course of the river, man. So when you certain things that you put yourself out there to get, it comes with resistance because you put all your energy behind the wrong thing. All right? Or if you get it, it comes with a lot of like garbage. It comes with a lot of frustration because it's resisting you. The Most High is resisting you. But if you put your energy, your attention, and your time towards your Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh, all right, then he'll give you those things that you need on this earthly plane to balance you out. You know? He'll give you the things that you need in this earthly plane to balance you out, man. All right? Sometimes you get caught up in your stuff, man. You get caught up in your daily stories, your daily episode, because our life is a tale that is told. It's an episode. It's a TV show. All right? And you get caught up into your own storyline, your own script, to the point where you'll forget that the Most High is the author of your story, man. All right? So there's no need to worry. There's no need to get all inside your head. Just make sure that you're giving a Yahweh reaction to your situation. Like those little bracelets, those little rubber bracelets that we used to wear around the year 2000. What would... I said Hawashai, what would your Hawashai do, man? All right, WWJD, you know? What would your Hawashai do? So we got to make sure in our daily situation, we giving a Hawashai reaction, man. All right, as opposed to a carnal reaction, a black culture reaction, a Travante reaction, a Keisha reaction. We have to make sure that we're giving a Hawashai reaction, man. And I tell you, some of the morals of our stories is just to really endure and be patient. Endure and be patient. Sometimes that's just the moral of the story. Sometimes the moral of the story is fast and pray. Some things that you go through is you're supposed to fast and pray. Some of those thorns that you have in the flesh, some of those things that you battle is because you got spirits on you that's holding you down and weighing you down. And to get those spirits off you requires consistent fasting and praying. Sometimes you feel that your mind is not in the right place, your spirit is not in the right place. You just imbalance. It's like it's like if you were a computer, you fill with a whole bunch of spam. All right, if you were a computer, you fill with a whole bunch of spam, right? And long story short, you gotta do a software reset, man. And the software reset comes with fasting and praying. which we should already be praying at least the Lord's Prayer every day. And we should pray throughout the day. All right? But one thing I noticed in this truth, man, the main thing that you are battling is your mind. Because your mind can be a haven for Satan, it can be a haven for demons. So just like in the Matrix, you're really battling your mind and overcoming yourself and realizing your potential under Yahweh Shai. But for brothers is really trooping in the truth, brothers is really troops, soldiers, we know that the war is within. All right? We know that the war is within, man. All right? But that's pretty much all I have, man. Just some things you got to go through it. I know the Spirit took us in other directions. Once again, force not the course of the river, but sometimes we got to go through situations to appreciate the situation that we were already in. All right? To appreciate the situation that we were already in. Going back to the garden, we have to go through all these different captivities. All right, that's how Israel was personified as a woman in Ezekiel, the 16th chapter. She had that good man, the stable man, but she lusted the street. She lusted the heathen. All right? Spiritually speaking, then she went out there, she got kicked out in the streets. All right? And she wanted to repent back to the Most High, but sometimes you got to go through that shit. Same thing with Luke, the 15th chapter song. You have to be out there, man. So it takes you to be out there to appreciate what you already had, man. All right? Because Israel is like a child, man. Right? But with that, I hope your brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give out honor and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shai, by Shor Kakadash. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, come Yasha, Allah, Shalom.